Hey, your viewers and viewresses, my name is John Red Strategist. Welcome back to So You're Being Hunted. This is episode 269. It's time, of course, for another challenge. So last episode I was joined by Phil. We had another kind of, podcast style discussion, cube world and all kinds of things that we were talking about there. That was quite the big discussion we actually had. But, like I say, it's time now for something new. And this is actually a challenge that was suggested by one of my viewers, Wilmo Rolf. This is the Supermarket Sweep Challenge, everybody. Now this is an interesting one. It's not a timed challenge, but basically the idea is Wilmo Rolf has given me a budget of a load of non-existent money and has sent me out to basically get him a list of items. So I have to start as the aristocrat, hence, as you can see, I only had a set of bandages in my inventory when I began, and he wants me to go and get the following items. So the idea is I have to go out there into the wide world of So You're Being Hunted, and I have to find as many of the following as possible, and then ultimately bring them back to the standing stones. 2 times chocolate biscuits, sounds simple enough, times 1 pumpkin, 1 cooked game, 1 whiskey, 1 fruitcake, 1 rifle, 1 matchbook, not a matchbox, a matchbook everybody, some bones, so I'm assuming basically maybe just one of the bones, because there's actually a couple of different types of, well, it's actually 3 different types of bones. You can get human skulls, you can get small piles of bones, there are sheep skulls as well, so maybe, I don't know, I'll get at least one of them, or, if possible, maybe a mixture of them, and finally, 1 set of white mushrooms. That is Wilmo Rolf's shopping list, which he has tasked me, couldn't speak for a second then, which he has tasked me with getting my hands on. So that's the way this challenge is going to work. I'm just going to search through the islands, see if I can find all the bits and bobs that Wilmo Rolf wants me to buy. And, well, I'm not really buying them, I'm more stealing them, but you know what, let's not split hairs over minor little details like that, shall we? Now, originally, I was thinking, would you believe it? Straight off the bat, that's 1 down already. Wilmo Rolf, that is your bones. I've got some of them for you, straight away. I mean, schools and schools. Schools and schools. Schools are friggin' bones. They count, don't they? Unless you were thinking about the small piles of bones, in which case if I find one of them, I'll pick one of them up as well. But I'm counting bones as straight off the list already. What a fantastic start that we're off to, everybody. So, Supermarket Sweep then. Obviously that title is a reference to the old 1980s, 90s TV game show, whatever it was. There's another skull in there, actually. Could even pull that one out if I wanted. Do you want 2 skulls, Wilmo Rolf? You can have 2 if you want, I mean, if you're trying to construct some sort of skeleton in your garage or something, then it's going to look a bit weird. Because it's now going to have 3 human skulls, 1 sheep skull. Oh, and there we go, small pile of bones. So you got the bones, right? The bones are there, so technically I've got you times 5 bones. Like I say, it's going to be a bit of a weird looking skeleton, Wilmo, but I'm sure you'll like it. I mean, God, you can have even more skulls if you wanted, lad. There we go. You can have those, and hopefully they'll be of use to you in some way. I mean, I'm just bearing in mind here that I could easily end up filling my whole inventory with just junk. But, yeah, so as I was saying, Supermarket Sweep, of course, that is a reference to an old TV game show of yesteryear, hosted by Dale Winton, wasn't it? I mean, I've never actually watched it myself, but I can vaguely remember it. Dale Winton, of course, very camp presenter. I mean, he was, I'm pretty sure Dale Winton was gay, wasn't he? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, I'm just commenting on the fact he's gay. I'm not saying... No, please don't misunderstand there. What else have we got in here? Rats. Oh, nothing there that Wilmo wants. Let's see now. God, there's so many fucking skulls around. It's insane, Well, he doesn't want pickled eggs, but I'll take the pickled eggs. Something for me. Ooh, bullets. And you see, I think the rifle is going to be the difficult one to find here on this list. Because they tend... Well, the thing about rifles is there's no kind of guarantee that one will have actually spawned. That's the thing. Do you want tea, Rolf? No, Wilmo Rolf? No, you don't. Tea's not on your list. It's not on the shopping list. You want an alarm clock? Or an axe? Or some weed killer? Nope. They're not on the list either. Oh, there's a torch. I'll take that, because in case I need it. In fact, actually, I should set my friggin' thingy-bobbers to different things. I think actually we'll take some more small bones, because the thing is, your skeleton, when you build it up in your house and your garage with all these bones, without, we've got to have plenty of, just ordinary bones as well as skulls here, otherwise it's going to look very weird. But yes. Did I already say that? I think I already said that, didn't I? Never mind. So I hope you guys out there watching, hope you're all doing fine. Hope you're all looking forward to this here supermarket sweep challenge. Let me know in the comments below, were you a fan of old Dale Winton's supermarket sweep challenge? If you've ever seen it, that is. Like I said, I've never actually watched it, because I think maybe I was a bit young. White mushrooms! There we go. Well, we've got one of the things that Wilmo Rolf wanted for his full English breakfast. There we go, we can take that off the flipping list. I've actually got it written down on a piece of paper here in front of me, so I remember it all. Right, yes, oh god, it's actually getting dark. Let's get into the village then, do some more shopping over here whilst we're at it. Also, incidentally, in terms of the map settings for this challenge, I haven't haven't really changed many of the biome generation settings other than switching all the islands to rural. I haven't set the buildings to spawn at higher rates or anything like that, so that way we'll get a fairly normal world generation. Matchbook! That's exactly what Wilmo Rolf wanted as well. Okay, hold on, there's robots there before I scribble off matchbook on here. So we're kind of starting at the bottom of the list here. We've got the bottom 3 stuff collected. Not bad. Oh god, we're doing sort of well so far, aren't we? Fantastic to see. Those guys are hanging out by the cottage over there. Good for them. There's a lot of small bones. I'll give it that. What else have we got here that I can actually take? Anything with Warple and Tat? Nothing there. Okay. You know, in terms of the food that he wants me to friggin' get, there's not a lot of that either, is there? I mean, we can always go to another island if necessary. What about unpleasant eggs, Wilmo? Do you want those? Nah. You know, to go with your mushrooms, maybe? Part of your full English? It's a shame you can't get sausages and bacon in this game. Right, let's go to the church. Churches sometimes have interesting stuff in them. And by interesting stuff, usually I mean candlesticks. Oh, Lord. Do you want candlesticks, Wilmo? Candlesticks, you know, for your mantelpiece? Over your fireplace? Stephen Ninchilla Cosgrove, AFK. Good for him. Right, here we are, here's the door. Okay, you got binoculars, but nothing else really of any use to me. We need chocolate biscuits, we need pumpkin, we need cooked game, we need whiskey, fruitcake and a rifle. The pumpkin also might be a difficult one to get my hands on, but basically this actually takes me back to what I was saying a moment ago about what I did when I was tweaking the generation settings. Because I'm pretty sure pumpkins are only obtainable from scarecrows, I've changed these scarecrow spawn rates a bit so that they spawn early on in the game. So that way, when we get our hands on a weapon, we can take one of them out. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, I should have taken that axe from before, shouldn't I? I'll have some pickled onions for myself. I won't say no. Please tell me you got food here. Stout, that's not what I need. But bollocks. Okay. Got so many friggin' blight-ridden potatoes. Chocolate biscuits, right, that's the first one. We need another one, because we need 2 of them. It's the odd one out among the list. Because most of the stuff on Wilmo Rolf's list, he just wants 1 of. But not chocolate biscuits, he wants 2 of that. Me thinks he likes his chocolate biscuits. Right. On that subject, everyone, what's your favourite type of chocolate biscuit, eh? Any fans of the old Kit Kat out here? Maybe the, I don't know, the breakaways? Whatever, I don't know why I said it like that. Jesus. What else? What other types of chocolate biscuits are there? Oh, speaking of chocolate biscuits, right. We can take off the ×2 chocolate biscuits off the list. We got them, Wilmo. Your chocolate fix, don't worry about it. You'll have it. You'll have it this evening. Or rather, whenever... Hey, who was that? No, well, we're going in the opposite direction to where they were. Freaking fellow shoppers. Looking out to get a bargain, that's what they're doing. They were looking down at the stickers that the store assistants leave on all the price ranging, saying, half price today. Buy 2 for the price of 1. Okay, is there a jetty around here somewhere? Maybe we'll try going to another island. Because it feels like some of the buildings on this island are all shit. Unless actually... unless there's any other kind of big buildings around. that we could locate. Maybe... You see, I'm thinking if there's like a big mansion somewhere, that would be a good one. Because if I remember correctly, the big mansions tend to be the ones where you're most likely to find rifles. I mean, it's not guaranteed. The rifle is the one thing on your list, Wilmo, that I can't guarantee I will be able to find. Now, there is a shed over here. Will there be any of the remaining items on this list in this shed? Well, it sounds like some shoppers are having a bit of shootout. They probably found the last friggin' fruitcake in stock or something, and had a violent disagreement over who should rightfully get it. I mean, I need a fruitcake, come to think of it, but whatever. Or limited edition Kit Kats. That's probably what they absolutely freaked out over. Flipping limited edition things, you've got to get them while they're there, everybody. You know, there's all kinds of interesting flavours of Kit Kat out there, isn't there? Green tea, things like that. Especially what they have in Japan, because of course, you know, they fucking love Kit Kat over there. But over here in the UK, you know, yeah, there's an okay range of flavours. You know, you have your original ones, orange flavoured, dark chocolate, cookies and cream, those sorts of flavours, but some of the more kind of unique flavours like strawberry or green tea, now we haven't seen any of those. At least I don't see any of those over here in the UK. Certainly not the sort of things that your average supermarket here in the UK tends to stock. You know, I kind of wanted to talk about the fact that I once used to work in a supermarket. I can't really, because I've already talked about that before on So You're Being Hunted, as Phil was once rather emphatic. Yes, at least he saved me from rabbiting on about something I've already talked about. But I mean, technically I worked in the supermarket cafe, not the actual supermarket floor itself. But having said that, there were a couple of times where they got me down on the supermarket floor just to help out, when they needed, you know, to help stock up fruitcake. Nice, Wilmo, your fruitcake can now be crossed off the list. Found it. So this is the fruitcake aisle of the world, seriously. So now we just have the pumpkin, the cooked game, the whiskey, and the rifle. Maybe I should have picked up some extra matchbooks, now that I think about it. Because obviously some of the meat I come across will probably be raw, which will need me to, well, it'll necessitate me actually having to cook it. And so, you know, I just don't want to use up the matchbooks that I've got in my inventory. I will take the axe, though, just for myself, because I can use that. Eat the cat food as well. Alright, eat more cat food. There we are. Nice, nice. God, there's a lot of cat food in this village. Found the pet shop aisle, or the pet supplies aisle, even. Right. Yeah, I would have thought there'd be whiskey around. I would have thought that we'd have found that by now, but apparently not. I always thought whiskey was one of the most common alcohols in this game, but maybe stout is actually more common than that. Because the thing is, before I actually started this challenge, before I started recording, that is, I did have another idea germinating in my head for a challenge that I could probably do after this one. So rather than a viewer suggested one that I've actually thought up, and it's related to all the different types of alcohol in the game. Still nothing in the churches, is there, really? Damn it. Well, never mind that. Okay. You know, if there was a pub around somewhere, that would be a better place, wouldn't it? To actually find some alcohol. Is that a pub over there? Is that a barn? That looks like a barn. That is a barn. That's not where you're going to find alcohol, in all likelihood. Peaty Codling, no funny business. Let's see what stuff they've got in stock at the moment. It's been a, you know, interesting town to visit ever since they got a new Aldi. What am I talking about? I'm just freaking role-playing, making shit up as I go along here. Ever since they got the new Aldi and store, printed letters. Hello. This is not the Postman Challenge, but we'll read. I have seen that one before. That's the one that's clearly written by robots. And this one, Grimwald, not be visiting this summer. Talk of a lusty whale. Yeah, I've seen that one before as well. It's familiar to me. Is there anything in here? No. God, they really do have a lot of bones in these villages, don't they? I didn't realise that these supermarkets were selling so many bones. Birds, get out of here. You're not allowed in the supermarket. Chocolate biscuits, don't need those, but I'll eat them, because they're excess, we've already got the two. Whiskey, bloody hell! For a second then, I didn't even see that. How did I not see that? Okay, well we can cross whiskey off the shopping list. That leaves with just 3 things left. The pumpkin, the cooked game, and the rifle. But where will the rifle be? That's the question. Oh, A revolver. I will take that, because I can always use that. Wasn't there friggin' ammo in one of these other buildings? I'm sure there was, and I've just completely missed it. It's an previous one. Anything here? No. Maybe it was in the front doors, I'm not entirely sure. Where was the revolver ammo? Yeah, there it is. Right, I'll take that in case I need to have a bit of a shootout with any aggressive fellow shoppers. I don't know, I'll just eat the mince whilst I'm at it. There you go. Nice. Ah, right. Do you want some marmalade as well whilst you're at it, Wilmo? Yeah, go on. You can have a marmalade as a bit of a bonus. You know, I was originally thinking with this challenge that maybe adding some items of my own to the list to add a bit of extra challenge, but I don't know. I was always just aware that, of course, we don't want to end up filling the inventory up with just too much stuff. I mean, if need be, I'll dump a load of these frigging bones because I don't think I'm going to need all of them, and they're just hogging up inventory space. I don't know what I was thinking actually getting all of them. Oh jeez. I suppose as long, you know what, we're going to do that. We're going to transfer some of these bones out, everybody. We don't need all of this. So tell you what I'll do, Wilmo. I'll leave you with one specimen of each type of bone item from the game, and then we'll put all of your goodies that we've accumulated so far down here. In fact, actually, we'll move the marmalade there because it's the odd one out. You know, everybody loves marmalade. You spread that luscious, lovely spread over your toast in the morning. Ah, yes. Okay. I must say that I've never actually eaten marmalade in a long time. Probably not since I was a kid, I'll be honest. Marmalade's not something that I actually eat much of myself. If ever I have toast, I always have it with cheese. Because, fuck me, I love a bit of toasted cheese. It's fucking delicious. Oh, we've already got the fruitcake, we don't need that. I'll take another matchbook, though, in case, like I was saying earlier about this game, potentially needing to cook some meat. Do I need to hunt an animal here at this rate? Feels like maybe I'm going to need to hunt an animal. Right, let's get some more revolver shots. Revolver shotses. Right. Pumpkin, cooked game, rifle. You know what? I don't know why I'm looking in the towns, in the bog standard buildings, because that's not where I'm going to find the items that I need, is it? What I need to do is strike out into the wilderness here for this. I'm having to leave the supermarket, strike out and try and find an independent store somewhere. Now, if there's a rabbit hanging around somewhere, that would be good, because I could just shoot it. Obviously, I need to look for the scarecrow for the pumpkin, and for big buildings for the rifle, assuming that one has spawned on this world. Right, if there's a pheasant somewhere. Now, you see, sometimes the pheasants spawn in these fields, so hold on, let's go around the edge. Oh, I fucking knew it! I knew it, you bastard, come here! Got it! Right, Wilmo, we're about to get you your meat. Right, get that. I mean, obviously this is going to give you quite a lot of meat, but you'll be fine. It was good shooting as well, that was. I've done some good hunting in this game for a while. Right, so we got, well, we're soon to have the cooked game, then it'll just be the pumpkin and the rifle that we need. Stout. I'm just going to drink straight off the bat. There we go. Should I take the empty bottle, come to think of it, though? Guess I need a distraction. Probably, yeah. That's the thing, sometimes around the big buildings you'll get lots of robots spawning, so I might need some way to just distract them. Oh, there's a pub down here. Okay. The robots are going to come straight on a beeline for me the moment I like this. Right, cooked game, there we go. That's crossed off the list. Why am I backing up? I should be going towards the pub, because there might be interesting stuff in there. Oh, here they go. Friggin' early morning drinkers. Is it morning, or is it afternoon by now? I don't know. It's hard to tell the time of day sometimes in this game, isn't it? Well, pub lovers. What do you got hidden away in here then? We'll check the front doors first. Oh, it's a shotgun. God dang it. It's not a rifle. Piss. Oh, there's... No, nothing in those. Nothing in those doors. What about the back doors? Church over there. Ooh, where are the robots? Oh. Ah, nothing there either. Right. We really need to keep searching, don't we? There's got to be something around. Something, surely. scarecrows? Anywhere? Huh. Feels like they're not... No. We haven't seen any scarecrows yet. Which is kind of a bit concerning, but they should be around somewhere. I did set the spawn settings up, so they should be appearing at some point. Okay. So now it's just the pumpkin and the rifle. The rifleur. So where would we find them? That's a question. Ideally, if I had a map of the islands, this would actually help my search quite a lot, because it would enable me to not just be bumbling around like an idiot. God, I'm getting gas from nothing. Haven't even sipped at my tea yet. I've got gas coming up my throat. That's better. There we are. Maybe we will check this little house out. The little cottage. First, we need to distract those two. Go over there, you bastards. Go on. Go and check out that sound that you two just heard. Go on, lads. Right, now go over there. That's it. Just directing them. Oh, fuck me. It's always the shotgun. It's never the friggin' rifle, is it? Ooh. I'm starting to hope I didn't make a mistake in setting all the biomes even, to rural. Because now that I think about it, maybe I should have set some of them to industrial, so that we get some of the big thingy bobbers, the big mill buildings, because sometimes you get some interesting stuff in those. Scarecrow! Hello, hello, but there are friggin' robots nearby, which is potentially problematic. Right, we could get... Screw you, pheasant. Alright, here we go. Right, hold on. It's going to alert those guys down there. We have to hurry this up. Is this actually hitting you? There we go, got him. Right, go. Pumpkin! There we are. Right, there's your pumpkin, Wilmo Rolf. Cross that off the list. That just means the rifle. That's all we have to find. I mean, it's got to be around somewhere, surely. But, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to sign off here for this episode, because I'm just looking at my clock. Been recording for about 20 minutes, 20 to 30, somewhere around there. So I think what we'll do is we'll split this challenge over a couple of episodes at least, and hopefully in the next episode we'll find this rifle. So, hope you all enjoyed this, everybody. Start of the Supermarket Sweep Challenge. Hi, how you doing? No thank you, I'm just going to back away slowly. Friggin' hell, what's up with you? Get out of here. I don't know where the hentai section is, it's a supermarket. Not the friggin' manga shop in bloody Akihabara or somewhere. Bloody hell, right, okay. Oof, since we were so rudely interrupted there. Hope you all enjoyed this video, everybody, and hope you all join me for the next one, where I'll continue on with this challenge. If you enjoyed, of course, don't forget to leave a like below, comment, subscribe to my channel if you're not doing so already, maybe share my content on social media. And speaking of social media, I have a Facebook and a Twitter page, links down below, along with a link to my propagandist channel where I do various anime-related gubbins. But in the meantime, I'll probably actually start recording the next episode straight away. So, see you on the flip side, everybody. Goodbye. Okay. Dragon has seriously gone into kidnapping Princess's castle. Jesus. I'm the zombie princess of the Undead Kingdom. Thanks for freeing me, love. Now come here and give us a big sloppy wet kiss. Yeah, I'd rather not, thanks. Okay, princess. Oh god, she's actually going to follow me. She has a really interesting way of walking. Wait, what if I got there? What? Wait, hold on. What's that slot one? Let me just... I can't throw it, apparently. Oh. Oh god, sorry. I started laughing but coughing at the same time. The way she fucking walks. Like prancing around. I don't need tar and tinder, I've already got one. Come on, princess.